What's up, boys? Back with some more Grim Dawn. I did have to change up my build a little bit since the last time. I noticed that since I got the skeleton skill to a high level, I started summoning a ton of the mages more often. So I'm trying out a more elemental focused build now instead of vitality. Doing a little bit of a side area right now. I think you can get some skill points or something from here. There's some sort of permanent reward here. And also I'm spamming the heal now with a lot of levels into that. Okay, those guys do a lot of damage. So the skeleton skill, it says it does more vitality damage and physical damage, but I think the mages just do pure fire damage. So I went over into the crown constellation. That causes my skeletons to now create a little elemental storm on the ground that does a bunch of elemental plus damage over time, and also reduces the resistances, which is the big thing. And then I'm going back for the fiend, which gives some fire damage, and I can put the proc from that on the hellhound now that I have him. But I've been pumping up the heal from the occultist a lot, and that seems to be helping the survivability a lot. I think these enemies are just a pretty high level and fairly strong. They also have a ton of extra poison damage from that apparently. So they're actually dying a bit here, but usually it's not too bad. I've just been using my heal on cooldown most of the time for the regen and the percent healing every once in a while. But yeah, ground effects like those poison clouds just still wreck them, it seems like. Oh yeah, that's a pretty big guy, level 43 Eldritch. He is going to be killing them a lot, it seems like. And then other than that, I put some components on my weapons that have some nice fire synergy. You can see at the bottom the bonus to all pets, fire, plus some percentage damage on top of that. Got that on both the weapons. I'm going to read some of this real quick. Okay, that looks like mostly just lore stuff. But I think the next stage of this quest is in Act 2 somewhere. And I missed that the first time since I needed to open up the first part in Act 1, which required a bunch of dynamite, which I didn't have on hand anyways. You can see it doesn't even really show on the minimap. I think I'm done with this section. You just need to kill the bosses, but I am just making sure. So the second part. Oh, there's a hero over here. Let me see, I think it's on one of the paths down towards the bottom somewhere? Maybe over here? No, it's definitely not that one. I think it's near where you have to kill that harpy hero enemy. I think this is it. But yeah, the skeletons summon like meteors down, and then they have like a fire nova effect. So I think they're pure fire damage. Let's see if I can remember where the next stage of this quest is. I don't think that's it. I think it's like sort of up in this direction on the map, and it's like a ramp but you don't see it as you're there. You have to get very close and then like that. I think that's it. There we go, the way forward opens before you. And this should be a lot of damage as well, I think. And there should be a pretty powerful boss in here, Guardian of Soleil. And then I think the next step is pretty far forward, so I can probably keep questing. We need to do the Necromancer's Remains still, which I think was in an area I already passed a little bit. Bloodgrove, I think it said. So I'll see if I can find that one real quick. What is that? Benevald Strange Wares? So I guess it's somewhere in here. Griver's Mill, probably not. I think that's the like priest base up here. Probably not going to be there. Yeah, the cult and the blood grove. So somewhere out here. I could maybe check this with my healing thing ready. I think there is some sort of side boss up here. I don't remember what he's for though. Let me pop one of those regen things if I had any. Guess I'm probably out now. Oh, here we go. Roll a jelly bomb, should be pretty helpful. Take a bit of damage and then pop my heal, run out of the fire onto the houses if I can. So these guys have extra attack speed, but 10% isn't that bad. You know, this might actually be a quest for later on that I don't even have yet. Oh well. There we go. Venarius the Backbreaker. Get a recipe. Some dynamite, which I'm pretty low on anyways. It looks like that's all for here. I think I'm gonna teleport out instead of running through all that fire again. Doesn't seem like that's the way to that quest anyways. But you can see, even with all that fire and the backbreaker breaking all of my skeletons' backs on top of that, I don't think any of them even died there with the heal spam now. So the Occultist healing is doing some work for me currently. Warden's Claim, probably not there. Raxa the Jade Huntress. Oh, you know, I think I actually remember. There's like a cage towards the middle where there's a bunch of bodies in the middle of it. And I think you pick up some of the insignias there for the other quest I did last time. I think it's somewhere around there actually. So we need to go to Sorrow's Bastion, I think? To help out the Necromancers, who apparently don't even have very many items that help out Necromancers. Or at least not Summoners anyways. So we need 3 seals. Then now we need an ethereal essence. And a fiery conflagration at the Stonerend Quarry to the northeast. Powerful ethereal sources known as Novaria Stormfire. Northeast of Bloodgrove. I think that's not the place I went earlier. I didn't notice a powerful sorceress. So it was near that priest fort that I did go near though, right? Right there? Stonerend Quarry. Going to see what the location is. Oh, it is the Stonerend Quarry. Maybe she wasn't there the first time? Since I didn't have the quest. Oh yeah, I guess so. I did the stuff in the wrong order. Oops. It's kind of annoying they couldn't have put the waypoint a bit closer. Bad base design by the Necromancers here. So I guess that's all the quests. Oh, there's one more. The Chosen guarding the ashes. Archon Bartholom. I think that's a bit later down the quest path I'll be following anyways. So we've got 3 more points. I will keep going here. Try to get the buffs for the pets later on over there. Get a couple upgrades for the pets themselves that the Occultist has. So, Kara, Sigil of Chthon. I think we are all good now. So yeah, Occultist has some really powerful buffs. One other thing for the elemental based build that I'm trying now is that both of the pets have some pretty strong auras for elemental damage. That has flat elemental and percent, plus some resistance. And then over here you have some fire damage and percent fire damage as well, as a bit of chaos. So that'll make the current idea a lot stronger as well. And I remember the resistant shredding effects being very strong eventually as well. So having that crown devotion should be a huge boost actually. Then because the mage skeletons have multiple AoE attacks, whereas the other ones are mostly single target, should give me some better clear as well. See if I can get some of those recipes out of the inventory. That looks ominous. see when all the skeletons are just focusing in there, there's just constant elemental storm sitting right on top of them, stacking up the damage and reducing the resistances pretty nicely for all the other pets as well. And I think that's everything here. I think the next part of that secret quest is actually somewhere in this act. It might even be in this area somewhere. I remember there being a snowy path somewhere around here. Might want to look around a bit to make sure I don't miss it. I don't think it's here, but I think the next step was like a path under a bridge, maybe? Well, I guess it's not that one. Doesn't seem like I can go under there. I think it is something like that though. Maybe a bit further on. Well then, that is an interesting fort. Can I go through there? Oops, I missed that the first time. But I'm also trying to make sure I don't miss the secret area as well. think I remember it being somewhat close to a rift gate, but this doesn't really look familiar. I'd have to look this one up a bit later. So we can get a cleaving attack for the Hellhound that does pretty good damage and gives extra threats. And then probably just keep that at 1 point for now. Keep trying to get the global buffs for like health and global speed and stuff. I think that'll be pretty useful. Is this it? Oh, okay, there we go. I guess I was wrong about being under the bridge. Or was I? So here they have poison again. Which is good because my healing skill gives a lot of poison resistance, so pretty strong against that. Guardian Abysmal. Ooh, an attribute point. Part of Bismiel's web. Follow the clues contained therein at the sanctum. The entrance to the Temple of the Three. I forget where that one is. Looks like we have a shrine up here sealed by chthonic energies. Tomb of Korvac. Oh, that's the side quest where you have to gather a bunch of stuff? And then I think it also allows you to summon some sort of super boss as well. But that's a hard one to unlock, I think. There's like 3 different pieces that you need to gather throughout like various dungeons and stuff. I need to return back to that one guy who's like all the way back here apparently.
Why do you have such a bless? I've already informed. What is it?
You're here. With a cultist.
So now we need to speak to him at Port Icon. Probably clean up my inventory a bit.
See anything you like?
That might be useful. Kind of cool proc. Void Touch of Alacrity, probably not. Doom Bolts. Decent pet bonuses, 32% damage. Bonds of Bismuel will be good later on. The blue only has 36% bleeding damage, really, that's kind of bad. Don't really need that. 27% all pets as well, and Bonds of Bismuel. Probably better than that one. Ravenous Earth is pretty good. No special modifiers for it though, just Shadow Strike. That's not bad, but probably not. Alright, hopefully that's enough to last me a while. So we need to slay the Chosen. Oh, that was that one tomb area, wasn't it? I think that was the Korvac's tomb thing. Fort Icon. Okay, maybe not. Inquisitor Creed. Oh, maybe he's further up here then?
Good. You've arrived. Betrayal. Betrayal. Precisely.
Commander Lucius, I think that's in the little hall over there. Did the other quests disappear? Buried underneath Fort Icon to the north. Travel to Fort Icon. That's where I am. I think that might be at the Korvok's tomb thing. That I passed on the way here. And I think there might be a shrine in there as well. So it would be good to get the devotion points if that's the case. Tomb of Korvac. If it's not here, then there's some other side quest that you do here. Dangerous to main. Casting speed, skill cooldown. So I think getting the total speed increase should be pretty helpful. That'll help them attack faster, but it'll also help them close the distance faster if they need to. And of course, all damage is fantastic. I don't think that's what was supposed to happen. I think that was the wrong way. these guys and their tricky dungeon design. Harble the Earthshaker. Alright, I think I might be in the wrong place anyways. I thought there was a place to go further down into the tomb, and then there was a different boss and a shrine down there. But this doesn't seem to be the place that I'm thinking of. Must be something else. Is there actually a way to go over there with those things? Can't break through the walls or anything. Yeah, I think this is probably for a different quest, actually. Chosen guarding the ashes. Tomb of the Archon. Is that it? I'm in Tomb of Korvok. I think that's it. Too many tombs, man. Tomb of the Archon. That one is off to the side up here somewhere, I think? So that gets me another Fiend point. Need 3 more to get the Fire proc for the Hellhound. The way forward is secured. Return to the Astrakhan Road and follow it southeast. I did that part, right? That was the 3rd step that I already did. I need to do the temple entrance now, I think. Supposed to be some path off to the, I think right there, maybe? Off to the left somewhere that takes you to the tomb? Yeah, I think this is what I was thinking of. Berserking, bleeding damage. I think there's a second level where you go down deeper and then there should be a shrine down there, maybe? And then there's a boss here that also drops a cool two-handed fiery hammer. Oh, the Depths guys are actually here helping me out. Sick. That lightning strike looks pretty cool. I want to get a character that can cast that all the time. No cool two-hand hammer. So I have the ashes apparently. Keeper of Tomes. Oops, there is a decent sized chest there. And there. Oh well. Wait, I thought there was a secret level that had a devotion shrine? Huh, maybe that was somewhere else? Oh well, I'll look it up later, I guess. So, back to Sorrow's Bastion.
Yeah.
assist in the resurrection. Is that just summoning every undead champion in the game? Jesus. Resume his duties under the Keeper of Tomes. I guess that's probably everything here now. Maleficus, 1 to all skills and occultist. No pet sets though. I think some of the factions can unlock quests as you get more reputation with them. The entrance to the Temple of the Three, I think that's somewhere in Act 1. I don't know that I can see it on the map though. I think that's a different act. Yeah, I don't remember that one. We will keep pressing on.
That's locked.
Or wait, no, that's the dungeon. Need a key for that. I can get a lightning strike for the Reidan. Sure. Decent size radius, pretty good damage, stuns it. Is that like oddly shaped or something? Yup.
Pathetic human. Very well. Die, human. Insignificant wretch. Your resistance is at an end.
Oh, that hurts.
Victory.
Binding has some pet sets, but not that good. Front gates. Is that back over there?
Good work down that we cannot. Good work, we can.
See anything you like?
Two to all skills and Oathkeeper. Lots of retaliation. Earthquake on attack, kinda cool for a ring. 70% to all pets damage, and 3 to raise skeletons. There's a little bit of resistance, but that's some big damage.
Time well spent.
Oh yeah, I think you have to choose between 2 different factions here. And I think Anasteria actually has some really cool stuff as well. Or wait, if you kill her, there's a very cool helmet that can cause like a meteor shower. But if you don't kill her, then you have access to this stuff in her shop. I think her helmet is more of an Arcanist thing.
My, what a curiosity you are.
So we will help her. The Fang, that's somewhere in Act 1 as well, I think. Caliska the Bone Hunter. Area near Burwich known as Eastmarsh. Burwatch is over here, and then Eastmarch is over there. I don't think it's the cellar. Might have to be somewhere over here. Probably need to blow something up with dynamite or repair it to get over there. I believe this guy is pretty high level as well, so this might actually be kind of rough. Repair it for 10 scrap. And just the main casting speed skill cooldown. Level 43 for the trash mobs here. Level 45. Celestial Totem. Oh. Level 47 boss, Scion of Famine. And he teleports and creates massive damage areas. Jesus, what is going on? I guess I already went all the way over there anyways. Norwich Cathedral, I do not remember this. Father Abaddon, betrayer of Minhir. Chaos damage to Rune of Callistor, physical and fire converted to chaos. I don't think I'm even going the right way. This does not look familiar at all. But it's still cool. Okay, I think this is it now. Bunch of bridges with goblins near them. Then I remember this boss being really high level. Level 48. He is very red to me. And he is very dead to me. Archive of Fates. Enter the Steps of Torment. I think that's a sort of a roguelite dungeon. And I think you also might need to craft something to enter there, so I might not even be able to do it right now. So almost up to the HP and region for them. Got the fire and chaos aura for everyone with that. Then still quite a ways to go for the damage. But I think that's going to be it for now. The build's coming along pretty nicely. Skeletons aren't doing too badly now that I have the heal over time maxed out. Plus a bit of healing from the Raven here. Occultus is coming along nicely, almost to the buffs there. Had to pause Necromancer for a bit, but once I get back into there later on, I can get a exclusive pet buff with that, which will give me a little bit of defensive ability as well. And I can also get one more pet with the ultimate skill over here. Has some decent cold damage to go with my elemental stuff now. But I think that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.